For more than 25 years, Mary Alice Braley has been involved with the Long Beach Center Guild of Ability First, a leading nonprofit organization that provides services and programs for people with physical and developmental disabilities. Ability First specializes in helping those with autism, cerebral palsy, and Down syndrome. It provides employment, recreational, and socialization programs. Mary Alice has been dedicated to raising funds for the Long Beach Center Guild of Ability First since 1986.
Mary Alice is probably the most perfect person that you can think of. She's just really a nice person all the way through and through.
She was instrumental in the development of Ability First Sea Breeze Manor Residence, a housing complex for adults with disabilities which provides independent accommodations to more than 30 tenants. Mary Alice has served on the agency's board of directors and has been guild president twice.
We couldn't do the services we do at our center for our families without volunteers like Mary Alice Braley.
She also chaired a recent Ronald McDonald Capital campaign, and she's active with the Memorial Millers Children's Hospital, the Auxiliary League of Long Beach, the Todd Cancer Advisory Board, and the Rancho Los Alamitos Foundation. Dr. Kimber is a gynecologist and surgeon with a practice in Los Alamitos and the greater Long Beach area for the past 12 years. Dr. Kimber's main volunteer interests include helping victims of child abuse or sexual violence, animal therapy, adolescent gynecology, exercise, nutrition, and alternative and international medicine. She trains healthcare professionals locally and nationally on preventing sexual abuse and teen domestic violence. She's also the sexual assault consultant for the Long Beach Police Department, and she's a medical advisor to forensic nurse specialist examiners and the sexual assault response team.
She just has a heart for women and children and animals that have been abused and victimized, and has done a lot of things on her own time to be used to make it a safer world for all of them.
Dr. Kimber serves on the board of the Miller Foundation while also providing professional services to clients of Pathways to Independence, a nonprofit that helps young women who've been traumatized and abandoned by their families. She's a member of the Flying Doctors of Mercy, volunteering medical services in Tijuana and Sinaloa, Mexico, and is working on a long-term goal to create programs that would link abused animals with victims of domestic violence and child abuse for bidirectional healing. Linda Murrow Garcia is a licensed clinical social worker with the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Department at Jonathan Jocks Children's Cancer Center at Miller's Hospital and Memorial Medical Center. Providing moral support to young patients facing their mortality prematurely, Linda has a strong track record for putting a lot of loving care into her social work duties.
People like Linda take the word amazing and just kind of rolls off their back. She doesn't even realize how amazing she is. Linda is the most amazing person I've ever known in my life.
She helps young patients and their families as they cope with the ordeal of having cancer or a blood disorder. She walks patients and families through the shock and adjustment and pain and suffering of the life-altering news. Linda also goes with families who often face tough journeys, sharing her concern for those in need of moral support. Linda remains in contact with patients and their families. 5 years after one of her leukemia patients was released from the hospital, she attended their graduation from the 8th grade.